Here we go. We're going a little closer. We're doing a little closer. How are we? Roberto, can you tell me the levels? Are the levels good? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2 of the Thego Lopez podcast. It is me, Thego Lopez. Do I know how to introduce things yet? Not really, but we're getting there. It's episode 2. 2 episodes. When you've done 2 of anything, were you any good at it? No, you weren't. You sucked. Remember your second picture? I don't. I was in kindergarten. And my teacher really wasn't much of a motivator on my part. I went to a lower end school where we thought we were just going to be ending up in a vocational college at the end of it all. And then I kept that mentality, even though my parents started making money sending me to a private Catholic school. I was still acting like a little fucker. You can't say fucker. Damn it. Actually, you know what? We're leaving that in. It's been difficult to maneuver this world, to maneuver this life, trying to start a podcast now, watching the censorship unfurl over everyone's heads, It seems like someone somewhere has built a box, and they've been slowly building it over years and years, and we didn't even know they were building it until we were inside of it. And now we are inside this box. And I know as a man, sometimes you just love to be in a box. But this box is not something you wanted to be inside of. It's the censorship box. The box of censorship. You could read what's on the back, but most of it is redacted. So it's kind of difficult to understand what's in the censorship box. But even the podcasts that I've been hearing for most of my life now, they bleep all their words. They say unalive. They have to adhere because ultimately what moves us all is money. We need money. I'm doing this because I want to speak and perhaps for some therapeutic reason. I'm not sure. We're at the Santa Rosa Public Library. We are in the E Street Studios here. You can rent them anytime. Most people don't. This place is empty most of the time. This is our tax dollars. Our tax dollars paid for this microphone here, this cheap Australian microphone that nobody cares about. So I got this one, the Sennheiser from over there, and then I put it over here so you can hear me now. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone is dealing with life the best that they can. The war in Iran. Man, I was so pumped about this war. Woo! Fucking gas going up and up and up. That's not right. We're taking over a country that is oil rich. How? This might be a controversial thing to say, but I think Donald Trump might have done something wrong. How do you take over a country that is so oil rich and yet gas keeps going up in price? No wonder everyone's against this war. You want more people to be Donald Trump, President Trump. Do you want more people to be for this war? Make gas 89 cents a gallon. And I promise you will see little jet fighter, little drone swarm stickers over on the back of everyone's cars. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. How do things keep going up in price? When I was young, you had this set mindset of like, okay, I need to get a job, then I need to save up this much money, and then eventually I'm going to buy, I don't know, an RC car that's 1/6 of the size and runs on gas that takes the little pump thing, the little gas. Looks like you're filling up your vape pen, but you're filling up your RC car's gas tank engine. That's what you wanted. You wanted one of those. But then every time you're about to save up, something happens. Every time you're about to save up for something, something happens. And it takes that money away. And then you need to save up more. But then by the time you finish saving up that money again, now it doesn't cost $150. It costs $300. And the gas that you need for that little RC car, it doesn't cost $2 a gallon. It costs $6 a gallon. So then you feel dejected. And what do? You take that money and you call your weed guy and you smoke some weed and you forget about life for a while. But you know what? Life does not forget about you, and the seconds keep ticking. Time keeps going. And so you can't stop. And by the time you realize what has happened, you're 43 years old. You've been left by every woman you've ever been with. Your children don't really talk to you anymore. Your career is in the shitter. Your comedy life is mediocre. No one's calling you. No one's booking you because you've only been doing it for 7 to 8 years. So you don't have the gumption yet to know really how to get out there. And that's where old Thego Pants is right now. I haven't been doing much comedy because I've been trying to rebuild the life that I forgot about. I had a woman who I love very much who does not say it back to me anymore. Maybe one day again she will. She's actually giving me a chance to be back with her. Can you believe that? After I completely messed it up beyond all recognition, she's giving me a chance. And she gave me the probabilities. The probabilities, I don't know if I repeated this on the last episode, the probabilities of us getting back together are between 0.000000001% and 1.3%. And you know what? Those are pretty sweet odds. And I am not allowed to make any sort of moves on her. I have to show through action that I love her and am dedicated and want her. But I am not allowed to make a move. She set a timer. She said, you cannot make a move on me for 897 days, 22 hours, 15 minutes, 41 seconds, 40, 39. But you know what? If someone told you you have the opportunity to be with the best woman you've ever been with, an opportunity to have a family with a beautiful, intelligent, amazing woman, a top-tier woman, wouldn't you wait however long? I am. My hopes are delusionally high. But that's what you have to do. That's how we are on the Thego Lopez on the Thego Lopez Codcast. It's going to be my new fishing show, Codcast. Out in the deep waters with Thego Lopez in the Codcast. No, on the podcast. Because we're not a house of half measures. We're not a house of losing hope. Long ago I was a homeless man, smoking meth, then snorting it, then shooting it up, lost, living under a bridge, and somehow I found my way here with this scraggly hair and this fantastic mustache, just trying to make ends meet, trying to make things happen. But the world keeps falling apart. The world is falling apart, and I don't even pay attention to it anymore. So let's see. Let's go to CNN Live. I haven't, what topics do I have? Work. I've been working so hard, as you can see. I have my work shirt on right now, but they're not sponsoring me, so I'm not going to give them free press. So I turned it inside out. I've been working and then raising my kid. I got a kid that I was not raising. No, I thought I was raising. I thought I was raising a kid. Most men, we think we do the minimum, and we're great. We pat ourselves on the back. We are shit. Most men are shit men. And I was one of them. I was in a sea of shit men. And I was smoking weed, and I was drinking beer, and smoking cigarettes every day, and just patting myself on the back. Ooh, look at the $20 I sent last month. Aren't I such a great guy? No, I was a piece of shit, and I'm still a piece of shit, but at least I'm a self-aware piece of shit, and I'm trying to be better. But it's hard. You know why? Because I'm stone cold sober. And you know what you get? You know what you're left with? Do you know what you're left with? When you eliminate the weed and you eliminate the cigarettes and you eliminate the alcohol and you still try to live a life and try to be successful, you are left with anxiety. Yeah, just anxiety. I'm just anxious all the time. I feel sick to my stomach all the time because I don't know what to do. I don't know how to behave. I don't know how to be myself because I've never been myself. I'm not myself right now. My real name isn't Thego Lopez. That's my stage name. You want to know my real name? Well, too bad. Get to know me. you'll know my real name. But yeah, so trying to be myself has been a bit of a clusterfunk, if you will, you know? So I'm just trying to focus on what is in front of me, trying to focus on what's real. And that's something that, I've been doing therapy work. I'm working with a therapist, which, fun fact, I had my first therapy session with the best therapist I ever had. I had one session. We had real breakthroughs. He said something. He said, remember that reality is now. And I know that might seem very esoteric. It might seem difficult to wrap your head around, but reality is now. So whenever you start thinking, you're either thinking of two things. You're either thinking of memories of the past over here, or you're thinking of pleasures and thoughts and things you want in the future. So while your brain is working in the thoughts of the future or the memories of the past, you're not in the present. So if you are thinking, you are not in reality. And when you are in reality, you are not thinking. And that is hard to do when you've just been daydreaming for 43 years like I have. Just daydreaming all the time. Automatic daydreams. I've trained this machine. It's like an AI model in my head that I've trained to daydream, that I've trained to make jokes out of. That's what I do. That's my thing. So now I have to live in reality. And he taught me that. And I was like, man, I can't wait to have our next session. And I got a call 3 days ago from my healthcare provider that said, we're so sorry, but we fired your therapist. He's no longer with your healthcare provider. Yeah. Life is just a clusterfunk right now. I don't know what to do. And I'm going forward and trepidatiously trying to recoup the relationship I had with a woman that I have to see every day because we have a child together and I'm raising this child. And I'm just hoping, I am simultaneously selfishly hoping that she doesn't meet anyone else. And at the same time, lovingly hoping that she meets someone better than I ever could be. Because I love her so much that I want her to have the best life possible. And I want her to have the best relationship possible. And right now, I can't give her that. I just started working again. I am so broke. I'm hungry right now. I can't go to Burger King. I can't go to Taco Bell. I don't have money for that. I have food pantry food, and that's it. And I used to once a month buy pizza. Don't do that anymore. Don't have any money for any food that is not from a food pantry. I have money for gas. I got money for my rent, and that's it. The clothes on my back, that's the clothes I got. If it tears, then I got one less shirt. That's it. So what am I going to do to win over this woman other than action and working on myself? That's all I have. The only thing I have is working on myself. I've been listening to podcasts about getting better, trying to understand myself and the people around me. I've been listening to Chantal Heidi. She's a real Emmy Award winner. She is so controversial, and men hate Chantal Heidi. And she gives lots of great advice. She really does. I really enjoy her work and trying to not get angry when I hear it, because she says a lot of truth bombs. And as a man, as a dumb man right here, you hear a truth bomb and you just want to, what about the, but you can't do that. Shut up. Shut up, men. Men's egos are so fragile. And it's so annoying when you see it. You can't unsee it. For my work, I move slabs. I move giant slabs of stone, 3,000, 4,000 pound slabs of stone. And you pick them up with a crane, right? A little bling. Well, you don't drop it. Don't do that. You go. That's it, dropping. You shouldn't have done that. But these cranes have to move very, very slowly. And one of the important things about this crane is that when you pick up a slab, you have to pick it up right in the middle. Because if you don't pick it up in the middle, it's going to go cattywampus sideways on you. And if you're standing next to it, it's going to impale your gonads. And no man wants impaled gonads. Because if you're on a date and you're at the end of it and she's like, ooh, I want to get with you tonight, baby. Tonight is your lucky night. And she takes off her shirt and the titties pop out and you're like, ooh, I'm about to make it happen. And then you pull down your pants and she sees impaled gonads. It's all over. Who wants that? You can't do much with that. You can't even get a job as a stripper. I don't even know if you could get in OnlyFans with impaled gonads. Maybe it's a niche market, but you're not going to clear more than 10 grand a month. Not with impaled gonads. So you have to pick it up in the middle. And let me tell you, every man that I work with guesses. They guess. They guess where the middle is. All you have to do is take a measuring tape, measure it, cut that number in half, put the clamp there, lift it up, and it'll lift up perfectly. And you can only imagine men's reactions when I tell them that they should measure it. Dude, I've been doing this for like 13 months. Okay? I've been doing this for like 13 months, and I think I know where the middle is, so I don't need a measuring tape, bro. It's like, who are you doing this for? Who is this for? You're going to die, dummy. You're going to die. You're going to get crushed by a slab. You're going to get impaled gonads. You're going to get Game of Thrones style death. Blood everywhere. Why? Because you didn't want to take a second? You didn't want to take a second to measure it? Men have fragile egos, and women have to deal with that. That's what men don't realize. Women are crazy because we drive them crazy. Women go crazy trying to find a man because men don't listen. They don't listen. And even when they say they're listening, they're not listening. We don't listen. Now that I'm trying to listen, I realize how much I don't listen. Isn't that weird? Listening has taught me that I don't listen. And I need to listen more. And it's hard because we're not trained to listen. We're trained to do. We're trained to act. Men of war, men of action, men of honor. Fighting, going in. I don't know why I'm British right now. But British men fight as well. I'm telling you, men just need to shut up and listen. And I promise, I am sure that you sweat patriotism and you bleed Jack Daniels and you got all the high scores on Street Fighter. You're just a hell of a man, okay? You're a great big old man, with a dripping hog right between your legs, okay? And you can do as soon as you hear. If you really, the more you shut up and you listen, the more you can do. I know it sounds crazy. I'm telling you, the secret to life is to find a woman that is smarter than you and then listen to that woman. And you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed at how much further you can go. Here's the airplane. Here's the it's a little Cessna. It's full of cocaine. Flying over the Florida Everglades. And then here's you with a woman. Oh, look, it's Jeff Bezos. Oh, and he's in a rocket ship. But it's an airplane. It's an airplane rocket. How did he do that? He did it by listening to a woman. Where she's like, you know what? I think you should mix an airplane with a rocket ship and call it a rocket plane. And then, for short, we'll call it RAIN. Rocket Aerial Ingenious Nebraska, because it's going to be in Nebraska. And you're like, that's pretty cool. And we'll do that. And we'll make it happen. CNN. Let's see what's on CNN.com. Let's see what the world is telling us now through the lens of CNN. CNN used to mean something. I used to love CNN. Remember CNN 24-hour news? It used to be on 24 hours a day, and it had objective, clear-cut news. Let's see what's on it today. CNN.com. Here we go. First of all, now you have to agree to legal terms and privacy even before you start. I'm not even on the news right now. I just hit CNN.com. I was tricked into using Microsoft Edge, and it says it's not your default browser. Wait, why is Microsoft Edge telling me you're not my default browser? I don't want you to be my default browser. Microsoft Edge is just the creepy stalker boyfriend of the what's it called? What's Chrome is called a search engine? I forgot what it's called. I used to know. Netscape. What was that called? Internet browser? Yeah, it's the creepy stalker of the internet browser world. And it's just watching you all the time. It's like, hey, I'm still here. You want me to be your man? It's like, no, I don't. I'm dating Chrome right now. We're exclusive. I can't break up with Chrome. She's got all my passwords. It's like keeping my CDs in her truck. All right? Let it go, Microsoft Edge. So it says, by clicking agree, you have read and agree to the terms of use, and that's underlined, and agree to the collection and use of your information by cookies like Neo and the Oracle, and similar technologies as set forth in our privacy policy. So what should we hit? Terms of use, privacy policy, or should we just agree blindly? Which is what we do all the time. We just agree blindly. If you can set up a program good enough to trick people into giving you their souls, they will do so for the ability to send animated emojis. Now, what do? Now, I want to see the news. I can kind of see the news behind it, but I want to see more news. Let's see. What are the terms of use? What are the terms of use? All right, let's see. Welcome to CNN. Okay, first, an important message. Please read these terms of use. And then they say terms and terms of use or agreement carefully before using this site. Listen to that first sentence. Please read these terms of use carefully before using this site as they affect your legal rights and obligations, including, but not limited to, waivers of rights, limitation of liability, and your indemnity to us. And I am not going to pretend here for a second, for the sake of you and all the viewers out there, that I know what the word indemnity means. I am indemnity if I know. If I know what indemnity is, then in bold letters, it says this agreement requires the use of arbitration on an individual basis to resolve disputes rather than courts or jury trials, and limits the remedies available in the event of a dispute. Why would I need to dispute with CNN? What is CNN doing that I'm going to dispute? That's before everything. So it says just by using our site, you are affecting your legal rights and obligations. What are my legal obligations? When is the last time anyone has woken up in the morning and thought to themselves, what are my legal obligations? I wonder what my legal obligations are today. I mean, other than the dudes going to court, right? Like, I've been arrested before. I've been brought before the judge with my orange jumpsuit and had legal obligations, but even then, the public defender really didn't explain it properly. So I'm just kind of sitting there guessing, and then you've seen Law and Order, so you're like, okay, I'm just going to defend myself, and then when the judge talks, you try to talk and then say, don't talk, and you're like, well, how do I defend myself if I don't talk? And then like, stop talking. And I'm like, but I want to say that I'm innocent, and then they put you back in the holding cell because you were talking, and then you get frustrated, and then they bring you back out. And then the lawyer talks to the judge, and the judge talks to the lawyer, and then the lawyer talks to the public defender, and the public defender talks to the DA, and everyone's talking, and you're not allowed to talk. But it's you in trouble. But you're not allowed to talk. I guess that's what is that sound? Oh, the piano. My goodness. The piano turned off. Sorry about that beep, folks. Thought a bomb was about to go off. It's like, is this what happens when you use, did I use CNN wrong? Is that the fourth legal agreement? Where it's like, if you start talking about the arbitration, we're going to put a bomb in your room and then it's going to go off. So you better shut up. You better shut up about the arbitration, okay? Number 1, about these terms. These terms of use describe the terms and conditions that govern your use of the current and future online and mobile websites, platforms, services, applications, and networks owned or operated by cable news network. Oh, that's what that means. Cable news network. I thought it was something like certified news network. CNN, cable news network. That's what it is. Back when it was cable. That's right. There used to be cable TV. Including without limitation, CNN.com, HLNTV.com, I don't know what that is, CNNI.com, I don't know what that is, and CNNEspanol.com, and or for which CNN currently or in the future provides services and or technology, the site or sites. You accept and agree to be bound by these terms of use when you use any of the sites, without limitation, when you view or access content or videos on any of these sites. The sites are designed for and targeted to adults, so children, stay off CNN. That's right, little kids, get off of CNN. And CNNI.com and HLNTV.com. What is CNNI.com? Let's see, CNNI.com. What is that? What is CNNI.com? It's CNN, edition.cnn.com. I don't understand. And then there's more terms of use and more privacy things. I'm not sure what the difference is. Okay. So, they are intended solely and exclusively for individuals who are at least 18 years of age of older. That's right, just like Pornhub. So, 2 sites that you can't go to if you're under 18. Number 1, Pornhub. Number 2, CNN.com. And you know what? There's a lot of people under 18 going to both of those sites. Actually, probably a lot more going to Pornhub than CNN.com. In order to use and access the features and services provided by the sites, you must be... Wow, they're really driving a point that you got to be an adult, man. Got to be at least 18 years of age or older, We can't brainwash you if you're under 18. We're not allowed to. That's what Nickelodeon is for. Under 18, programming through Nickelodeon. Over 18, programming through CNN. Or whatever the applicable age of majority legal adulthood is where you are located. All right, so if what does that mean? I thought you're an adult at 18 anywhere you are. I don't know. Maybe in Britain you're an adult at 16 or 14. I don't know. If you're not an adult, please stop and discontinue your use of the site. That's right. See, it says, please stop. They're being nice about it. Please. They're not saying, get off, man. That's what I would write. If you're not an adult, scram. Get out of here. And now we're still on number 1. We're still on number 1, subset A. Governing terms. I don't know what governing terms are. These terms of use, along with any additional terms and conditions that are referenced herein, or that are presented elsewhere on the site in relation to a specific service or feature, and the CNN privacy policy set forth the terms and conditions that apply to your use of the site. By using the site, you agree to comply with all the terms and conditions hereof. If you do not agree to these terms, you should not access or use this site. But how do you know? How do you know if you agree to the terms or not? I just read that sentence and I think I understood like 10% of it. What does that mean? Subset B. Changes to the term of use. CNN may modify the terms of use or any part thereof, or add or remove terms at any time, and such modifications, additions, or deletions will be effective immediately upon posting. Your use of the site after such posting shall be deemed to constitute acceptance by you of such modifications, additions, or deletions. So you could be over 18, and you could be like, I'm on the site, and then all of a sudden they're like, you know what, you got to be over 21. Now you got to be over 21. You want to smoke some cigarettes and read CNN? You got to be over 21 now. And you didn't even know. And now you're breaking the rules. You're breaking the rules that they changed on you, and you didn't even know it. Isn't that funny? I feel like that happens a lot in life, where we're following the rules and all of a sudden we're breaking the rules. And we don't know we're breaking the rules because the rules were changed. The game was changed. Like I thought we were playing this game, the game of the socioeconomic ladder. And the rules are changing. The money changes. I thought I was supposed to save up dollars. Now I need Bitcoin? What happened to dollars? I thought I was supposed to go to college. Now AI is doing all those jobs? What do I do with my college degree? Yeah, that feels a lot like life, you know? Changes to the term of use. Life may modify the terms of use or any part thereof, or add or remove anything about your life at any time, and it will be effective immediately. Like, doesn't that feel like it? Subset C. By the way, we're still on number 1. Changes to the site. CNN may regularly update or make changes to or discontinue any aspect, service, or feature of the site at any time, including but not limited to the structure, design, or layout of design, content, hours of availability. Hours of availability? It's the internet, bro. What do you mean hours of availability? It's always available. You're always on. If you're not on, you're trying to get back on. If you're online and then you're not online, you're just counting the hours until you're online again. And unfortunately, with phones, that time has become closer and closer and closer and closer. Until you look to your left, and that is internet. And you look to your right, and that is internet. And who am I? I am the Mexican internet man. Internet everywhere. Yeah. No, that went real Mario. It was a little more Italian. It's me, Internet Mario. D. Registration. You may be given the opportunity to register via an online registration form. Haha, that's like a paper registration form, but with digits. To create a user account, your account. And it says it in parentheses, or in quotations, your account, and parentheses. There's parentheses, then quotations. Is that more legal? Is that more legal than just the parentheses or just the quotations? If I've got a parenthesis quotation sandwich, a little quotation sub, a little hoagie, a little quotation parenthetical hoagie. Do we want parenthetical hoagies around here? I don't know. That may allow you to receive information from CNN and or to participate in certain features on the site, such as certain interactive areas, as defined below. CNN will use the information you provide in accordance with the CNN privacy policy, which we haven't even gotten to yet. We're not even on number 2 of the terms of agreements. By the way, while I'm reading this, life is going on. News is happening. News is happening, things are happening, things are changing, bombs are dropping, kings are being dethroned, nations are being toppled, regimes are being changed, fortunes are being gained and lost, things on the stock market that we can't even fathom are happening. And here we are reading the terms of agreement, which is probably why nobody reads the terms of agreement. Who has time to read the terms of agreement? I don't know how much more time I have for this room. We haven't even gotten to the website yet. By registering, you represent and warrant that all information that you provide to create your account is current, complete, and accurate to the best of your knowledge. Yeah, that's right. My name is John Go Fuck Yourself. And the email address is don'tspamme@hahahaha.com. To the best of my knowledge, that is my name and email address. You agree to maintain and promptly update your account information on the site so that it remains current, complete, and accurate. So you have to keep giving them new information, and you agree to it in the terms of agreement. You didn't know you did, but you did. You agreed. You didn't want to agree, but you had to agree. During the registration process, you may be required to choose a password and or username. You acknowledge and agree that CNN may rely on this password or username to identify you. You are solely responsible for protecting the confidentiality of your usernames or passwords. If any, in addition, you are responsible for use of your account. Yeah, of course. Regardless of whether you authorize such access or use, and for ensuring that all use of your account complies fully with the provisions of these terms of use. So if somebody comes in, hacks you, the hacker, they get to your mainframe. They're like, let's access the mainframe. Yeah. Sandra Bullock in the net. And then they access your information, and then they post a dick pic in the comment section of a page about a jet skiing squirrel. That's your fault, per the terms of agreement. Subset E. System and compatibility requirements. To use this site, you will need to use a computer. Whoa! Oh my God, that is some revolutionary stuff. Remember, to use a website, you need to use a computer, mobile device, streaming media player, or other device that meets the site's system and compatibility requirements, which we may update at any time without telling you. In addition, features and functionalities that we make available through the site may differ by device. Please check the requirements periodically. Guys, check your CNN requirements. Are you guys checking your CNN requirements? I hope so. I hope you are, because you may not be compatible. We may change or cease support of any hardware or software platforms at any time. That would suck. You turn on your TV, you go to see the old CNN on the TCLs, on the Vizio. You get your Vizio widescreen TV, 65 inches of 4K joy, and you go to turn on CNN.com cable news network. Your mom's like, what are you doing? It's time for Stofers. And you're like, I don't want Stofers right now, Mom. I need one thing and one thing only, and that's direct access to the cable news network, a.k.a. CNN. That's right. And then you turn it on, and what happens? Your TV blows up. Says, we sent a bomb to your TV because you didn't update your account. We checked the email. It was an old email. And now we discontinued your service. No more CNN for you. And why? Because you didn't read the terms of agreement. This is why, folks, you need to read the terms of agreement. Number 2, user content and conduct. Community guidelines. By the way, I don't know if we even have time to, this is bananas. This is so much. I'm looking at this. There's so many things. So many things. Oh my God. We just, yeah. I'm going out. There's stages. What is stage 1 of the arbitration process? What is stage 1 of the arbitration process? If you're like, you know what, I think CNN did me dirty, what are we going to do? Counsel for the claimants and counsel for CNN shall at each 25... I'm already asleep. Let's read the last sentence. What if it said, go fuck yourself? Nobody gets down here. Go fuck yourself. I hate my job. I wrote this. I was forced to write this against my will. I didn't want to write these terms of agreement. And now I'm sitting here in this janitor's closet because that's where they moved me to. This is where my office is now. I thought I was going to be a big-time journalist. And here I am writing the terms of agreement for you, for CNN and HLNTV.com and CNNI.com and CNNenespañol.com. I don't want to do this. So the last statement says, these terms of use were last updated on May 12th, 2025. It's been over a year. I think it's time for an update. Hey, update guy. Listen, you want more work? Update the terms of agreement, man. It needs updating. All right, so I guess we'll go to CNNI. Let's go to edition.cnn.com. I don't know what that means. Agree. We've just agreed. I just signed over my soul so that I have some content for the podcast. I could have kept going just with the terms of agreement. What about the privacy policy? I don't know. I think I just gave up my privacy. But didn't we do that all years ago? Is privacy even a word anymore? Is it? Does anyone have any privacy? At all? And more importantly, do we care? I don't care. I keep agreeing to more and more things because I can tell my robot to clean my kitchen from my living room. That's enough. That's enough for me to give you my social security number. If you can make my robot clean my kitchen while I'm playing Angry Birds in my living room, I will give you my social security number. And I do not care. I will sell my firstborn's birth certificate if I can remote start my car on a cold winter's day. That is America. Who cares about privacy? Give me more convenience. Less privacy, more convenience. That's the American way. Let's see. What's going on? All right. A lot of rubble. I'm seeing rubble. U.S. and Iran's fragile ceasefire tested as Iranian officials alleges infractions. We're at war. It's all about the infractions, baby. What are you talking about? Iranian official alleges infractions? Infractions? We're about to infract some bombs all up in your ass, man. There's about to be infractions out the wazoo, baby. Give me that sweet, sweet crude. I need to get to work on Monday, okay? Send it over by the boatload. More. Bomb, 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 bomb. All the bombs. Throw all the bombs. Give me all the sweet, sweet oil. That's what we need. That's what we want. America, baby. We want that oil, okay? Make plastic toys. Make plastic toys that I can give to my children while I rev my car in the driveway because gas costs 89 cents a gallon. When gas costs 89 cents a gallon, I just want to turn on my car in the driveway and just keep my foot on the gas until it runs out. And when it runs out, I send DoorDash. I send a DoorDasher to get me a jerry can full of gas. And then when he brings me the gas, I slap him in the face and say, I'm better than you. Give me that. Get out of here. And I fill my car again, and I turn it on, and just rev the gas. Because gas is 89 cents a gallon, baby. Because we're an empire, and that's what empires do. Sweet, sweet crude. Give me more sweet, sweet crude. What are these infractions? What are these infractions that they're claiming? White House says the Strait of Hormuz must stay open. Yeah, that's not even a question. Make it stay open, Donald Trump. Make it happen. That's why we voted for you. So you make this happen, okay? Must stay open. That sounds like you're making a request. Are you simping? President Trump? No. You don't make requests. You make statements. The Strait of Hormuz is open. Easy as that. I could be president. Can't be that hard. Let's see. So it says Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps claimed shipping through the critical Strait of Hormuz stopped. Boo. Boo. I say boo to that. If that were a video, I would give it a thumbs down. I'd give it a sad emoji. Strait of Hormuz is closed. Sad emoji. No. It said Israeli ceasefire violation in Lebanon. What is a ceasefire violation? We will cease the fire when we've taken over your country. That's when we stop. That's when the fire is ceased. We cease the fire when we've taken over Iran. Come on, that's what war is all about, baby. War is about give and take. Give and take. I give you bombs all over your country, and then I take your country. That's what an empire does. Oil. Sweet crude. All that sweet crude. 2 chickens in every pot, 1 oil tanker for every American. That's 300 million oil tankers. Let's get to it, boys. We got a lot of boots to put on the ground. Strikes in Lebanon. The Trump administration and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, a.k.a. Donald Trump's boss, said the ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran does not include operations against Hezbollah in Lebanon. Why not? I thought we hated Hezbollah. Why are we not? Why bomb Hezbollah? Why don't we have a bomb yet that we send it, right? And then check this out, guys. Guys at Lockheed Martin, listen, this is an idea, okay? Let's say you've got, right, you want to bomb Iran, and then you want to bomb like the Hezbollah, right? So you have a bomb, and then as it's going, it splits into 2. Right? Splits into 2, and then 1 for Iran, and then 1 for Hezbollah at the same time. You send 1 missile, 1 bomb, splits into 2. We call it double trouble. Come on. That's a great name. Double trouble. The double trouble missile. Ooh, double trouble missiles? That just rolls off the tongue. Double trouble missiles. What? Come on, man. That's gonna be someone's next rap album. Double trouble missile. Oh, yeah. And it's definitely an innuendo about their dick. double trouble missile. Got this double trouble missile, baby, and it fires and it never ever fizzles. Got the double trouble missile, baby, double trouble missile. I've got the double trouble missile. Psh, come on, baby. That's you guys. You can put that out there. That's fine. That's you. I give that to you. Give it to you, the people. I give it to you, the people. Like Bane. Vice President J.D. Vance, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, I don't know who that is, and Jared Kushner. Ooh, Jared Kushner. I like him because he's got the word Kush in his name. Will go to Islamabad, Pakistan. I'm glad they said Pakistan because I have no idea where Islamabad is. For Iran talks beginning Saturday. However, the Speaker of Iran's parliament alleged, there they go with their alleging again. Shut up with your alleging, Iran. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear your alleging. Stop alleging. Just give us the oil, the sweet, sweet crude. Today, parts of Iran's proposal were violated before talks even began. That's it. That's the whole story. And I still don't understand. I didn't understand before. I don't understand now. I don't understand why the war started. I don't understand why we're in the war. All I know is gas is $6.25 a gallon where I am. And that is not good. I know that. My dumb brain knows. Oh, gas price high. That's no good. You know? I want gas price down. Gas good gas price down. You know? What can we do? What can we do in this world when we see that, we read that, we don't understand it, then people try to explain it to us, and then we're not only supposed to take their word for it, but then whatever they say that the other people say is wrong, then we have to say, okay, not only I don't understand why you're right, but I have to say you're right, and then you're telling me that my uncle in Tennessee is wrong, and I have to yell at him via Facebook, and then every time he posts a post about MAGA, I have to put the angry emoji. I don't understand why. I loved my uncle at one point. I love my uncle very much, but now I don't like him. Why don't I like my uncle anymore? Because CNN told me not to like him anymore. CNN told me that the things he's saying I'm not supposed to like, but I don't understand it. I don't understand why I'm not supposed to like them, because I'm too dumb. And can I take the time to learn the thing? No, because gas is $6.25 a gallon. So when am I supposed to stop? When am I supposed to stop to learn the thing? When gas is $6.25 a gallon. When am I supposed to stop and educate myself on the complexities of the socioeconomic pyramid and this world that just keeps morphing and evolving and changing and blowing past us so quick? All we have time is to eat a jammy boiled egg and rub our knee pain. And maybe, just maybe, watch an episode of E Pluribus on Apple TV. That's it. That's all we have time for. I don't have time to understand why my uncle is wrong. I don't have a time to understand why Republicans are wrong. Just tell me they're wrong. They're wrong. Why are they wrong? Why is MAGA wrong? I don't know. I don't have time to research it. And the people that are online are very emotional about it. And my friends say things that don't really make sense, but they're my friends. So I'm like, okay, then I'll agree with you because you're my friend. And at least I know you, and you would do the research right because you're not overwhelmed by gas being $6.25 a gallon and eggs costing $5 a dozen and everything exploding in our faces. Surely you have time to think about it and you have time to research it. You must. You speak about it with such authority. You speak of everything with such authority. And here I am supposed to mimic that. And I'm supposed to replicate that. But I can't anymore. And I'm not allowed to smoke cigarettes while I do it. So now I'm just sitting in anxiety all the time, anxiety from morning to night. And I can't give my opinion because people say that I shouldn't give my opinion if I haven't read the thing. But then when I read the thing, I don't understand the thing. And then the people that try to explain to me the thing that I'm trying to read but don't understand tell me you're wrong. So where does it begin and where does it end? CNN.com. CNN for the world. let let's try to find some good news. Let's try to find some semblance of something that's happening out there. I don't know. Africa? When's the last time good news has come out of Africa? Every time I click on Africa, someone's in a camo uniform with an AK-47, and there's papayas in the background. And it's like Lord Zimbabwe now owns all the papayas. Congratulations, now papayas are $20 a papaya because Lord Zimbabwe, with his AK-47 and his child soldiers, took over all the papayas. Did you like papayas? I hope you don't like them anymore because they're $20 a papaya. You better work for Google. Google execs eat papayas now, not you. You don't eat papayas. You work at Applebee's. You don't get papayas anymore because Lord Zimbabwe over in Africa decided to take over everything with his child soldiers and his military uniform, which he probably got through back-channel CIA funding. The CIA had to go in and then make sure that some third world country gave their mineral rights to American corporations. And they're like, if you do this, they will give you lots of guns and lots of military outfits and MREs. That's like macaroni and cheese with a cookie in it. Yeah, all of your child soldiers will get macaroni and cheese MREs with cookies in them. Isn't that good? Isn't that good? That they have a pair of cargo pants that have a pocket for their bullets and a pocket for their macaroni and cheese MREs? Oh boy, aren't we making changes? Aren't we doing good? iPhones, $799. Well, if we didn't have the child soldiers protecting the mineral mines, then they'd be worth $3,000. So give them the mac and cheese MREs so they can eat before they have to assassinate their own brothers and uncles because they're on the other side because they didn't understand. They didn't understand what was happening, and then the people who told them that they understood and explained it to them said that they were wrong. Just like what happens here. We are children being told things are wrong and things are right without understanding anything. And the people that are explaining it to us are making a lot of money by making those explanations. And we are making no money by receiving those explanations. CNN.com. Is this just a giant ad for CNN.com? Am I a shill for CNN.com? I sure am saying CNN.com a lot. That's the essence of good marketing, repetition. I've only said Thego Lopez podcast twice. CNN.com, Africa. And I shit you not, the first picture is of a guy in a military uniform. I got to turn this around because it's unbelievable. There you go. The thing I predicted, the thing that I knew would be, is. And what's his name? What's happening? Machete-wielding man attacks a nursery school and kills 4 children. CNN.com. That's the good news. That's me trying to find good news. That's right there on the top. Machete-wielding man. And he's really machete, but he's a machete-wielding man. And now Kristen Bell is trying to sell me something. What is Kristen Bell trying to sell me? It's muted. I don't need to hear. She's giving me 12 points on my Citibank Visa card. Wow. Thanks, Kristen Bell. Thank you for putting me in debt. I much preferred you on Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Kristen Bell, great on Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Horrible shilling cards for Citibank Visa. Fuck you, Kristen Bell. Just a big old fuck you. As home prices reach record highs, home interest rates are beyond the comprehension of even stockbrokers on NASDAQ. and gas is $6.25 a gallon. You are out here hawking credit cards. Shame on you. Kristen Bell, don't you have enough money? Did you blow the frozen money? What happened to your frozen money? Huh? Now you're trying to freeze our money? Through debt? Boo. Boo, Kristen Bell. Shame on you. See if something good happened in Africa. The daughter of South Africa's former leader has been accused of luring men. Oh, you want me to finish that sentence? Let's see. What do you think? Luring men to their death for sex? Is she trying to do like that woman, the bunny woman, who fucked 100 or 1,000 guys in a day? Is she trying to lure men for that? Nope. She's trying to lure men to fight for Russia. But I thought Russia had a bunch of troops. I thought Russia had like 100 million people. They just had more troops and more troops. That's what we were told, right? That Russia has so many troops and they're going to keep sending troops over there. Then why does the daughter of South Africa's former leader has been accused of luring men to fight for Russia? Here's what we know. You know what? When they say here's what we know, they don't know jack squat. So I'm not even going to click on that. Here's what we know. You're going to read a whole bunch of crap and then you're going to get to the bottom and realize they know nothing. So let's not even click on that. Let's see. What else? Rebels accused of massacring hundreds of people as videos emerge of atrocities and bodies in Sudanese city. Ooh. Bloodbath feared as rebels trap thousands in Sudan city. How did we get here? And what might come next? There's more horse shit. What might come next? What are you speculating? You're supposed to be a journalist. Don't speculate, journalist. Give me journalism. Did you forget what journalism was? Where you go out and search for facts and then you write down those facts objectively and then give us facts? Now we have might be's and what could be's and what will be next. I can do that. I can do that in a comment section. I can tell you what I might think might happen or what might come next. I don't need that. I need facts. Give me objective facts, CNN. Can you do that? Can you do that for me, please? What is happening here? What is happening in this world? But of course, as a God-fearing American, I love a bloodbath. So we're clicking on that one. Bloodbath feared. But what does that mean, bloodbath feared? Was there a bloodbath or was there not a bloodbath? There is a bloodbath. Sentence. There is not a bloodbath. Another sentence. That's pretty easy. Look around. Is there blood? Is there enough blood that one could perhaps lay in it? And I don't know, maybe take a bath in it? Then you had a bloodbath. If not, then you don't. Pretty good, right? Pretty good. Sudanese rebels have driven government forces from El Fasher, the last stronghold of the country's regime. Sudanese rebel. Who are Sudanese rebels? What are they rebelling against? Who are Sudanese rebels rebelling against? Huh? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't even know who Sudanese rebels are or what they do. Amid a brutal struggle for territory that has led to alleged genocide. Alleged genocide. Again, what the fuck is an alleged genocide? Look around. Are there dead bodies everywhere? Well, you might be part of a genocide. Look in your hands. Is there an AK-47? And is the tip of that AK-47 white, glowing, hot from all the bullets you just spat out of it at a swarm of people? Then you might be part of a genocide. It's pretty easy to know. Alleged genocide. So-called, what is it? Bloodbath feared. Fears of a bloodbath. For more than a year, the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, the RSF, has besieged El Fasher. Ooh, now so are the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces the rebels? Its final major barrier to controlling Darfur. Ooh, Darfur. I've heard about that. I heard they're poor in Darfur. The RSF aims to establish a parallel government in the region. It has been battling the Sudanese armed forces for power. Okay. So the Rapid Support Forces and the Sudanese armed forces are fighting each other and they're battling for power. That I understand. As an American, that I understand. They're fighting for power. And what is power? Power is control. Control over what? Control over resources. So I would say to them, whoever is pro-America, I hope you win. Yeah, and then we do business with you. And if you're pro-America, the CIA will give you more money and for weapons and drugs and stuff like that. So be pro-America, and we'll send you help. So whoever's pro-America, my hat's off to you. I hope that the genocide doesn't come your way. I hope that the bloodbath is your bloodbath, but not your bloodbath that it's your blood in. I hope that you get to bathe in the blood of your enemies, because then you'll win, and if you win, we win. And guess what? That's synergy. And that is what the Thego Lopez podcast is all about. Guys, I want to thank you for being here today on the Thego Lopez podcast. We're still building the plane as we're flying it. I don't even know what we're doing, if we're ever going to have interviews, if this is just going to be me rambling. I don't know. But I really appreciate you. I love you guys. My heart goes out to you and to the Sudanese rebels and or the Sudanese armed forces and or the rapid support forces. Again, I don't know who's on our side. Whoever's on our side, I hope you win. And go to CNN.com. Go to CNN.com. Make sure to read the terms of agreement quite thoroughly. Quite thoroughly. You will be giving up basically all of your rights. I think you don't even own your car after you go to CNN.com. You go outside, they took your car. You're like, where's my car? And they're like, did you go to CNN.com? And you're like, yeah. And they're like, well, fuck you. You don't own your car anymore. Take the bus. You take the bus now. Did you read Section 4, subsection E? We own your car now. CNN.com. Goodbye, everybody.